Alright, hello everyone, it's Silver Kyle, and welcome to movie night number 1. And the votes are in. It was actually really close between 3 movies, but American Beauty and The Town have won out. The Town was actually the one with the most votes, but American Beauty and even The Raid were very, very close. So I'm going to start this off with American Beauty because I think it's just easier to watch like it's an Oscar movie, so I know that there's going to be more in this movie, whereas The Town, I think I can just lay back and enjoy it afterwards. So American Beauty first, I'll give a review halfway through, and then I'll watch The Town, give a review for that. But when you're watching a movie, especially like a 4.5 hour marathon, you gotta have good food. And I thought that for the first video, I would have what, signifies spring here in my town, because whenever the spring is getting close, the chip stand's open. So I got myself 2 pogos and a poutine, and this looks absolutely delicious that I'm gonna chug down with a Coca-Cola. This is like, the arteries are getting clogged, but it's gonna be awesome. So just look at this poutine. This is amazing. Shredded. I love being Canadian sometimes. So let's have a quick bite. This just look. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. If the movies are going to be as good as the taste in my mouth right now, I'm in for a real treat. And I'm in heaven. Okay, American Beauty, I'll be back with the review. Alright, so I just finished American Beauty, and I didn't really know what I was getting into when I first started watching this movie. Like, I knew it was going to be different. I knew that. I knew because I had seen a trailer a long time ago. I'd heard people talk about it, so I knew that it was going to be very different. But, it's so hard to describe. The acting, first of all, is amazing. That is top-notch acting from not just Kevin Spacey. Like, the thing that bothers me the most is that I've waited so long to watch this because I knew about this movie for the longest time, and I'm a huge Kevin Spacey fan. He is one of the best actors going right now. Like, he's just always on the top of his game. Like, he's just excellent. And this, I knew that this is one of his main movies. So anyway, he's excellent in this. But it's also all the surrounding characters, like Gary Cooper, his wife in this, the girl from American Pie, her friend who is Kevin Spacey's daughter in the movie, who I know from the Jack Ryan Harrison Ford movie. She's the daughter in that, and it's kind of cool to see her a little bit older because she was a kid in those movies. So the acting is just, high up there. The character development too, wow. The characters, this is one of the most character-driven stories that I've seen. And the directing too, like some of the angles that they got, it was really done well. So those are definitely all the positives. The things that I had some problems with is that it's very different in a sense that some of the characters, as amazing as the acting was and as amazing as the character development was, I didn't necessarily understand all the characters. Like, I didn't feel the connection between some of the characters, as in I couldn't relate to some of the characters. The wife, I could not stand her. I kind of understand her character though. Like, I would never be like that, obviously, but I can kind of, I know that people are like that. But some of the characters, like the Gary Cooper's son, he's just creepy. He films people, and sometimes when he's talking, he's more normal. He's different, but he's normal, and I liked that part. But when he wasn't talking and he's just staring and he's recording people, I'm like, no, you're creepy, dude. No matter how you try to spin that, he's creepy. Also, the thing that's going on in the background, I get it, but to me, it feels cheesy. That's just me. Also, this movie almost seems like it's a movie that you have to watch maybe a second or third time to really appreciate everything. So that could be it too. Right now, I'm just like, I didn't know what I was getting into. So it's just very different, but the acting, phenomenal. The character development, phenomenal. Directing's awesome. Those are definitely the reasons why you would watch this movie. I just didn't feel... I couldn't relate to some of the characters. I really despise some of the characters too. Spacey was just awesome throughout the entire film though. Like I really enjoyed his character throughout the entire thing. Every time that he was on, I liked it. I did actually enjoy the Gary Cooper's son as well. Certain times when he was talking, I was like, but you know, I'm connecting with you now. I understand you, part of you. But then he goes back to being creepy and not saying anything. And sometimes they say things in very monotone ways and they don't blink their eyes. And they just say things, and I don't know. It wasn't working. There's certain aspects of this film and the dialogue that went with it. I was like, no, it's I don't agree. Oscar baiting, and it's not. To me, it wasn't. I don't know. It just didn't flick. Anyway, this has gone on way too long. American Beauty. I like parts of it and I dislike parts of it. But I'm really happy that I decided to go with that one first because now I can watch The Town, and I think The Town is just going to put me right back into the... Like, this is a movie that you can watch when you just want to relax, I think. It's just going to be an action thriller with, like, a heist. It's a heist movie. You cannot go wrong with this. So stay tuned, and I'll be reviewing this right after. Basically, as soon as I turn this off, you're going to be seeing me review this movie. Alright, so I just finished watching The Town, and I have to say that I enjoyed this one more than American Beauty. Now, I know that that's probably a sin to some people, but this was just more my kind of movie. Thrillers are always, probably my favorite genre, and then heists on top of that, it's just, that's a win situation. And I like... Ben Affleck is starting to grow on me. For the longest time, I really did not care for him that much. He was okay. But there's he picked a lot of bad movies. But when he directs, man, that's what he should do for like all of his movies. He just always is able, when he directs a movie, he's able to choose what characters he plays, and he's able to select the better roles. So I like it when he directs movies. And he has a really good directional style as well. I like that he uses a lot of, in this movie there's a lot of action going on because there's heists and there's like car chases, and there's no real shaky cam, which is nice. You're able to see everything that's going on. It's fluid and it's so crisp and clear. I love that about this movie. I also like that he uses a lot of real settings. Like, it's real place. It's not, green screened. It's not like fake sets. There's probably still fake sets in here, but there's a lot of real locations that they go where it's very open and real and outside, and I like that. It makes, when you have authentic locations in movies, just anything that's authentic, that's real, it looks better because it doesn't look fake. So I really like that about him and his movies. The Town, man, the heists in this are done really well. The last heist, the second heist too, they're just so adrenaline pumped. And what I like about this movie, obviously it's intense because there's action, there's heists going on, but there's also moments where there's not really any danger, but something could be found out. Now it's just like, if you've seen the movie, the scene with the neck, that I was at the edge of my seat, more so for that than some of the heists sometimes, but it was just like, oh my god, I was just freaking out. I was like, no, man. So that was done really well. I like that when they can take away there's danger, like everybody's talking so normally during that scene, and I'm like, this could all go downhill so quickly. Like, everything's nice and stuff, but things could go awry at any given moment. So I like that. So I really enjoyed this movie. I also like that Gary Cooper is in this movie because it links American Beauty, because he's also in this movie. So I like that there's a link right from the get-go. You can link pretty much any actor to another actor or actress in like 6 degrees of separation. Like, there's always like 6 things that you can, but like this, Gary Cooper right off the bat, boom. So there you have it, my first movie night. I hope you enjoyed my reviews for American Beauty and The Town. I really enjoyed doing this. It was kind of fun watching 2 movies in a row and kind of just talking about them right afterwards. So I'm definitely going to be doing another one of these, and I'll be doing a Netflix one as well, because I think that Netflix, there's so many good movies on there, but there's a lot of bad stuff too, so it could be pretty fun. Well, fun for you more so than me, because I'll have to watch these crappy movies possibly and then review them. But ranting is always kind of fun afterwards. So lets you get things off your chest and vent a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed this. I'll definitely be doing another one, and I'll probably let you all choose because that was really fun. The voting system worked quite nicely. So thank you all for watching. You've been bearded in Beardage. Which movie did you like more? American Beauty or The Town? You're kind of going in the middle there. Yeah, you gotta pick one. American Beauty? Yeah? Or The Town? Oh! I think The Town's the winner.